And here is Mark Bowen, former Wales assistant manager, just about recovering from a very nail-biting, well, the whole of the second half was nail-biting one way or another, but Wales snatching a draw.
Yeah, I think the overriding thing that comes into mind is it's job done. It's tournament football. We've said, you know, right away along in the build-up for all the teams, the home nation especially, don't lose your first game. So yes, things weren't great. Yes, things weren't smooth right the way through. But Robert Page will look back tonight and think, well, OK, job done. We haven't lost the game. Can we play better? Yes. He's going to have to make decisions whether he sticks with that system. I'm not talking about sticking with, I mean, Kieffer Moore was a threat, and we know that, and he'll always be a threat. But when you put Kieffer in there and you do change the system to a flat back four, and because you're looking for more width and more crosses in the box, it does compromise in terms of how much possession you can get on the ball, let's say. So maybe he'll have to have a look at that with his coaching staff. But no, he'll be sitting there tonight fairly pleased. He's made decisions that have affected the outcome of the game. We haven't been beat, and we march on to Turkey on Tuesday. One
of those decisions was in the goalkeeper selection, and actually Danny Ward had a great game.
Yeah, and that was when it was interesting. At the end of the game, the Welsh, as they do, the Welsh players went over to the Welsh fans to give them their thanks, but all the staff, if you like, and all the players were going over one by one to Danny Ward, you know, give him a pat on the back, give him a cuddle, as if to say, listen, we maybe owe you today.
Wales, you say they had the choice of how they play and who they play and whether they play Kieffer Moore, and the same decision coming up for the next game. Be a brave choice to drop your goal scorer, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it will. It will. I mean, because as I say, you always got you're playing poorly, you're 1-0 down, but if you've got someone like Kieffer Moore on the pitch, you've always got that threat, because you've always got an opportunity at different times to put balls into those areas where he's really hard to contain, as he showed today. So he's going to have to give some thought to that. I'm not saying you can still play Kieffer Moore and play with the three at the back and maybe get wing-backs putting more crosses in than they were inclined to do today. But yeah, it's food for thought for Robert Page. But as I keep saying, job done today. Initially, you go into that situation, difficult circumstances, 30-degree heat, 7-hour flight to get out there, all those things, playing against a team that would dominate in possession as well. So we'll all be wiping our brows tonight, wiping the sweat of it, thinking, well, we haven't been beaten, we're still very much in the tournament. It's
a different challenge against a Turkey team who will have no doubt been chastened by the way they were played off the park by Italy last night.
I fully expect to see a different Turkey on come Tuesday against Wales. It's going to be played, I think, late at night over in Baku rather than 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so it'll be a little bit less hot, you'd imagine. But they tell me that Azerbaijan as a country has a massive Turkish following population, if you like. Expat Turkish people out there, so they'll have a big crowd there cheering them home. And listen, that might inspire Wales more, but today there wasn't really any atmosphere. It's a huge stadium, as we well know anyway. Not a lot of atmosphere in the ground, which will change. We'll be the underdogs, I would imagine, even though Turkey were poor against Italy. It's almost let's say, like a home game for Turkey going on against Wales on Tuesday, so it'll be difficult for us. But underdog situation, I'd expect more. The one positive for Wales is, as I keep mentioning, when you've got Joe Allen, you've got Aaron Ramsey, Ben Davies, they've now had 90 minutes each, so they'll come on stronger for that. Because the one thing that was really lacking, I thought, with Wales today through the team is we looked a little bit short of energy. You know, we couldn't really have that real spark in us to get up to the opposition to make it difficult for them to play. So they'll come on from that as well. But I fully expect our big players, and I include Gareth Bale in that as well. Dan James did very well today. I mean, he took him off late in the game. I hope he's not injured. But our key players, our match winners, didn't really show too much today, which you'd expect different again come Tuesday against Turkey.
They've still got to come. Let's have a quick look at the group table in these very, very early stages, because we're talking about Turkey and Italy. So you can qualify, you know, you might need 6 or 7 points. You might only need 3 if things go your way.
Yeah. You just got to take, I know it's a cliche, but you've got to take each game as it comes. Try not to too much look at the table. Obviously, going into the last game, you'll have to. But the key thing now is rest and recover from a really, really difficult sort of physical 90-odd, 95 minutes if they had. Rest well, get your energy back, and make sure we get on that pitch and have a bit more spark against Turkey.
Safe drive to Wales tonight. Thanks very much, Mark.
Thank you.
1-1 between Wales and Switzerland in Baku, with only around 200 fans in the Azerbaijan capital for the game. This was the reaction of Wales supporters at a fan zone in Cardiff as Kieffer Moore earned them that point.